When both of our daughters were born, we started savings accounts right away, as soon as we had Social Security numbers. And then when the college savings or 529 accounts became available, that's where we started putting the bulk of our money for the girls. We put away money at the 15th and the end of the month, basically every paycheck. Early on in my life, I was taught by somebody who lived across the street from me, always pay yourself first. So we put money away for the future every paycheck, and then we lived on what was left.
I honestly didn't know that they were saving twice a month. I knew that they were saving for college because anytime I got birthday money from grandparents, they said, oh, we'll put this in your college account, or we'll put this in your savings account. And so I knew that the account existed, but I didn't know to the extent that they were investing in me almost like a bill every month. We
were religious about it. We basically said that this is a bill, and this is something we are committed to. Our daughters' college educations are very important to us, and if that's very important, then it needs to be a priority. We knew how much money was there. With the help of an advisor, we were able to say, here's what it potentially could be by the time you finished 4 years. So there's computer programs that can model that. And based on that, that let us know the range that we could afford to pay for college, being tuition and room and board. And that gave us the latitude. Well, that then helped define the universities that they could go to. And that helped set those parameters. So I saw it 3 years before with my older sister when she was looking for schools, and I saw that she kind of was able to broaden her choices from basically any other outside of state schools, which I thought was really cool, to be able to go somewhere besides an in-state KU or K-State, or have the option to do that if I wanted to. And so when I talked to my parents about where I wanted to go to school and kind of the schools that I was looking at, they told me, okay, this is how much money, or about how much money you should expect or you should want to look for an annual college tuition, and you can always shoot for scholarship if you can get that, but this is the baseline that you can afford based on how much we're able to give you. And looking at the amount of schools that opened the door for was huge, and it really did broaden my choices to outside of state schools, which was a great opportunity. Both girls have graduated with zero debt, and that is a good feeling for me, a good feeling for my wife, and I hope a good feeling for our daughters. I paid my own way through school. My wife paid the majority of her way through college and grad school. I don't think I knew how much I appreciated it until I was finished with school. And seeing this year, now that I've graduated, of how many of my friends that I went to school with and that I went to high school with are graduating with loans, and seeing that I don't have that because my parents made the smart decision and invested in my future, I now know the value of it. And I think it's kind of hard to know that when you're young and you're 18 and you don't really understand how expensive school is. And then when you look at it from 4 years later, how much money your parents invested in your future I'm really appreciative of that. And I take the lesson of how important it is to save your money. After seeing how the investment paid off for me, I can't imagine not doing it for my own kid.